everybody, I'm Brian Julius. I'm the Chief Content Officer for Enterprise DNA. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Ilgar Zarbaliyev, and we are very pleased today to be talking about a highly anticipated course we're going to be rolling out this week on the PL-300 certification. It's probably been our most requested course over the past few months, and I'm extremely pleased to have Ilgar here today. He knows more about Microsoft certification than anybody I know. Is a longtime Microsoft certified trainer, has recently been awarded the Microsoft Innovative Educator award, and just very pleased to have him on today to talk about the course and how best to use it. And so, first of all, welcome, Ilgar. Great to have you with us today.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to create this course called PL-300. And if you don't mind, I would like to give a little information about myself, my background.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, thank you once again. I have worked in this team for going on 18 years, and I'm the Microsoft Office and Power Platform Products instructor of the National Observatory on Labor Market and Social Protection Affairs under the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection of Population of Azerbaijan Republic. This is the ministry that deals with the social welfare of the population. And also, I have trained approximately 1,000 people since April 2021.
Wow.
So, and as a member of National Observatory, I contributed to the professional development of my colleagues by educating them and also making the important contributions to the survey of determining the educational system that should be implemented to take steps to reduce unemployment in the future, specifically in my country. I live in Baku City, the city of winds of Azerbaijan, land of fire, with my wife Lava and my son Gafur. And if Ilgar is not working hard at the National Observatory, you will find me on his Baku Power BI, Excel, and Innovative Educator Meetup group sessions. So I would like to tell you that I'm managing this meetup group where different speakers from different parts of the world are coming and delivering speech on Power BI, Excel, and also innovative education tools. This is a small information about myself. So, if you don't mind, I would like to go on giving you a little information about the importance of certification.
Yeah, definitely want to get your thoughts on that, because it's a question we get regularly that folks say, should I get certified? What's the benefit of getting certified? And so, I'd love for you to talk about, kind of your thoughts and your experience on that.
Okay, so it's a great honor for me to tell you that I have 20 badges and I have 14 certificates. These certificates are related to Microsoft Power BI, Power Platform products, including Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and also it's related to Azure and Dynamics 365. So we know that world becomes more data-driven. Storytelling through data analysis is becoming a vital component and aspect of large and small businesses. So businesses need data analysis more than ever. And this is the reason that organizations started hiring more data analysts. And data analyst is a person who tells you the story just with data. So trusted business decisions can be made. And this certification proves data analysis skills. And it confirms their ability to help the organization build its data resources value by proposing Microsoft Power BI. So this is the reason that certification really is needed. And if you have certificate, Power BI Data Analysis Certificate, it means that you know this product well, and you will be doing great on behalf of the company that you are going to work. So this is my answer for this question.
Yeah, I think we talk a lot about kind of the importance of portfolio, and I think the combination of certification and portfolio is just an incredibly powerful mix. That certification, I think, for a lot of companies is kind of an initial threshold you have to pass, and then the combination of that with your portfolio to really show that you can take those concepts from certification and really translate them into action. I think that's really, I think, something that will bring you a long way. And so we've provided through the challenges, through our coursework, through all sorts of enterprise DNA initiatives, ways to build out that portfolio. And really, what we want to focus on now is kind of helping you with that other part in the certification. And so, for those who haven't really explored the PL-300 or Microsoft certification, can you talk a little bit about how the kind of the mechanics of the test itself? Like, how do you go about that? What's that experience like?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I will give the necessary information about the test. First of all, I would like to tell you that in 2020, this exam was called like Data Analysis in Power BI, exam 778. And then it changed to DA100, and now we have PL-300, Power BI Data Analysis, Data Analyst Associate. So this is called like this. And of course, first of all, I would like to tell you that exam PL-300, Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst, is part of Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate certification. And this exam measures your ability to accomplish some technical tasks like preparing the data, modeling the data, visualizing the data, and also deploying and maintaining assets. So, and this exam can be taken not only in online format, but also it can be taken at a test center. But and you have to know that this exam can be taken in several languages, including English, Chinese Simplified, Korean, Russian, and Spanish, French. So these are the languages that this exam can be taken. Actually, in the course that I created, all the registration process, also other processes have been clearly have been clearly mentioned. I mean, talked about in the course. So also, I would like to tell you that the cost of exam varies based on the countries. For example, for USA, this exam costs us $165. For New Zealand, for Australian citizens, the cost is the same. But for European Union, I mean European countries, it costs 165 euros. But former Soviet socialist republics, the cost of this exam is $80. Of course, if you are MCT, Microsoft Certified Trainer, it means that you will have the necessary discount, like 50% off or 75% off, that you can implement this discount and you can get a good price, roughly $20 for this exam. So also, I would like to give a little bit of information about the score. The maximum score for this exam is 1,000, but the passing score is 700. So if we have to also know that the number of questions is 50, roughly. It can be changed, but overall it's 50. And the duration for this exam is 100 or 110 minutes. It means that per question, you have roughly 2 minutes. So this is actually any test taker should know about it. Also, there are roughly 10 question types. in real exam. It means that you will have different questions in different types. I would like to tell a number of question types. Like you will have case studies. You will have just drop down uh, type of questions, or you will have multiple choice and single choice questions. So these are the question types that you can see in real exam. Also, what I would like to tell you is about renewal process. So let's say that I hope anyone who takes this course at Enterprise DNA platform, they will be successful from the first attempt. I believe in. And of course, first of all, you have to be sure that you have your account in Microsoft. It means that as soon as you register your account in Microsoft on Microsoft Learn platform, and you have to be sure that you have access to the platform, and whatever you are going to do related to certification process, everything is reported on that system. It means that you will have an opportunity to see your the list of upcoming, say, exams, please, or the list of exam that subject are renewal process. So let's talk a little about renewal. What does renewal mean? For example, most probably the duration of validity duration of exam is 1 year. It means that Microsoft, after 6 months, will send you notification that the specific, for example, certification is subject to renewal. And it means that if you want to retain it again, free of charge, you can renew this, certification exam. And it's free of charge. And roughly, there are only 25 questions, not much more. But for the first time, you have 50 questions, but in renewal process, you have only 25 questions. And it means that to be successful renewal process, you have to answer 70% of questions correctly. So I would also like to talk about just how the retake policy. Retake policy. So actually, always it's asked like this: how many times maximum I can take this exam if I'm unsuccessful? For example, in my attempts. I hope this course created by me will help you to pass this exam from the first attempt. Let's say that you didn't pass this exam. It means that if you fail from the first attempt, after 24 hours, you will be able to retake this exam. Let's say that you fail in the second attempt also. It means that you will have 14 days. Only after 14 days you will be able to retake this. Let's say that you fail once again. So in third, fourth, and fifth attempt, Microsoft gives you 14-day periods, and the maximum number of attempts is 5. So
And that's is that without charge? So based on your initial
no, you have okay. You have to pay for each attempt, but during the registration process, if you let's say that I'm Azerbaijan citizen, I would like to take this exam. I have to pay $80, but I can also buy this exam with one retake attempt. It means that if I register for this exam with retake policy, it means that I will pay only $100, $20 more. So it means that for your $100, you will have an opportunity to take for this exam for 2 times. So this is about just the exam itself. And once again, this exam, just any test taker should know that he or she has only 2 minutes per question. It's more important. And also, in my course, also, I mentioned that if you don't know the correct answer for the question, just check review mark. It means that you will have an opportunity to come back, to check once again. Or really, if you don't know the answer, narrow this question down. So, of course, it's very possible that we are human beings. Maybe we will not know the answer. But in this case, what should we do? We should check review more, just to come back once again. We don't want to lose our time because time is very precious, very important. And if we don't know the answer, we have to narrow it down. That's it. So, and one last point, this exam, just checks your, data analysis in 4 areas. The most questions are coming from data modeling area. 30 to 35% of questions are coming from this area. So it's also very important that you should be very good at specifically in this area. That's about the exam. I would like to just tell you.
Yeah, great. So thanks, Ilgar. That's really helpful background. And with regard to the retake issue, one of the things I want to talk about is the structure of your course, because I think that the course prepares you incredibly well. And then also, if you could talk about kind of how the course is structured, how you put it together, and then about the practice element of it as well. Because I really feel that if you take this course and you really commit to studying it, and with the resources and materials provided, that you should be very confident going into the exam, because you will have already had the chance to practice on actual real world questions. So if you could, kind of walk us through the structure of the course, and, kind of the practice resources, and kind of how you, if you were approaching this course as a student, how you would make the most of it.
Okay. First of all, thank you for the question, Brian. I would like to talk about the structure of the course. First of all, we should know that this certification, this exam, PL-300, Power BI Data Analyst Straight exam, covers 6 learning paths. And each learning path has a different number of modules. But overall, we have 60 modules. And in my course, and if you are going to study all these materials, it will take at least 17 or 18 hours. Believe me, it will take this amount of time. But in my course, I just did my best. And my course is that I created is just lasts for roughly 6 hours. And in 6 hours, I covered a lot of almost everything. And whatever just can be found in the formal question in real exam, all these 6 learning paths or 16 modules have been covered in this course. And this course have been created based on the modules. And at the end of each module covers 2 parts. It's consisted of 2 parts, roughly. This is theoretical part and demo part. Some modules, have been recorded. Some modules have been recorded in one video, which covers both theoretical and also demo part. So at the end of each module, test taker, course attendees, will have an opportunity to answer at least 2-3 questions. These are real questions. Really, these questions check your knowledge, that how well you have been prepared for the exam, how well you have been prepared for the module that you are studying. This is like this. And also, so I strongly recommend each test taker to watch all the videos carefully. This is my first advice. The second one is practice. Why practice? Because I have covered overall two tests that each practice test includes 48 questions. Overall, there are 96 questions. These are real exam questions. I have not copied this question, but I know that these are the questions that can be found in real exam, because I have taken this exam in 3 years for 3 times. I have taken this exam 778, DA 100, and also PL 100. So I know what kind of questions we can face in real exam. So the third point that I would like to recommend test takers or my course attendees, that they have to study these practice tests. Last but not least, what I should offer is that Enterprise DNA is a great platform. This exam, really, there are only theoretical questions. There is no lab work. In real exam, there is no lab work. There are only theoretical questions. It means that maybe you are very good at working, but you also have to be well prepared for this theoretical, part of the exam. And what I would like to offer you, there are a very good number of questions on enterprise DNA. For example, I would like to offer a SU-based course, so-called paginated reports, because paginated reports questions are also, can be found in real exam. So you should specifically take this course on enterprise data. Also, some markets have a number of courses related to DAGs, also Power Query data model. So you have to take also this course. Really, enterprise data is a great platform that, taking these courses will help you to be successful also in this, exam. So this is about how the course is structured and how to make the most of the course. As I answered two questions in one time.
Yeah. And Ilgar, that's great, and I think you raise a wonderful point, which is that the course is very self-contained in the sense that, as you say, it's got 60 modules, it's got practice, demo elements, it's got practice questions. But if you find in going through the course that you're like, wow, here's an area that I'm having problems with, that I'm missing questions on, there's always going to be something on enterprise DNA, in our other videos, our other coursework. If you say, hey, I need some additional background in this aspect of DAX or in data prep or, in visualization, we've got that content on the site. And so, through the new platform, it'll be easy to search and locate, whatever you need kind of additional background in. And so I think in some respects, this course just kind of ties together, everything we've got on the platform. And certainly, if you were to run into that situation and you had trouble finding, the supplemental materials, you could always reach out to me. I'm happy to, work with folks and say, point you in the right direction of, where you can find what you need. But I think in a lot of ways, this is, kind of a great summation and, kind of entry point into kind of a lot of broader content. So I wanted to close in asking you, Ilgar, somebody who's, studied this test extensively, who's taken it multiple times in its different forms. Are there particular areas that you found to be the most difficult, that you found kind of tricky, that, you would recommend even people who feel they've got a strong Power BI background should maybe put some extra study time into these particular areas?
This is really a very good question, Brian. Thank you for this question. Of course, you can be great at Power BI, but if you are not familiar with exam question types and time range, if you don't have the necessary information about time, So it will be a little bit tough or difficult for you. So you have to be very familiar with time. You have to know that you have roughly 2 minutes per question, and you have to know what type of questions are asked in real exam. This is what I can find, the most difficult part of the exam. So if you don't know, if you don't have the necessary information about this, it really will be difficult for you.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to people's reaction to this course. I think it's going to be hugely popular. As I say, it fills a great need for us. Really appreciate it. I know you've been working on this course for months, and the effort really shows. And I'm really happy for us that we've got this on our platform now, and wanted to thank you for your expertise and your efforts that went into this. So very much appreciate that, and thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you thank you very much, Brian, for giving me this opportunity. Really, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks. So we'll be back with some additional certification courses that we're going to be rolling out in future months. But very much look forward to your all's reaction to this one, and good luck. And we hope we see a lot more certified PL-300 Enterprise DNA members soon. So, as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.